Hey guys, this is Twin Humanities. We're going to be going over some beginners, tips, tricks, and overall ideas for Dark Souls for new players and even some old players out there. So start up a new game. We're going to toss in a new character name. Just do whatever. You know. Cool. Been doing this since fucking Zelda. Choose your sex and then your gift. It's kind of essential in the beginning that you choose the right one. Like, God's blessing here, you actually get in game right out the gate, so don't get it. There's no need for it. And Black Firebomb you find your first 30 minutes into the game, and you find them all over the place in the actual game. And same with Twin Humanities. They're usually loot you can get off of bodies. Binoculars you can get right in the graveyard as soon as you basically hit Firelink Shrine, so ignore those. The pendant is a little odd. No one really knows what it's meant for. I'm actually kind of thinking that it could be the Artorias DLC, but you can get it in-game by trading with an NPC, actually, so no need. And then next up we have is the Master Key. The Thief starts out with this, actually, so if you choose that class, choose something else. But it helps you get to areas in the game. That's the reason I always choose it. It helps you get past certain obstacles faster, so you don't have to go looking for this random key, you know, in the middle of fucking nowhere. The Tiny Beings ring is helpful. I use it in PvE sometimes, but no, Master Key is a lot more vital in my opinion. And the Old Witch's ring, which is down below here, it's actually used to talk to a specific NPC, which is the Fair Lady. It's the Chaos Covenant leader, but you can actually trade another item for that in game too. It's the Sunlight Maggot Helm. You can trade for this. So again, just go for the Master Key. If you're a thief, get the Tiny Being. So let's just quickly, you know, do this. Take your time, make your character the way you want to. I usually give them like fucked up faces or something because I don't really care. But nah. Class. Okay, the first 4, 5, 6 are basically just physical builds with different stats to them. They start off on different levels, you can see, but a lot of them have varying points thrown into dexterity and strength, typically, and some endurance. In all honesty, they're good builds. Some have better armor than others. I'm not going to really spend my time going over it, but this is what I do want to focus on. The Sorcerer here is a good startup class, in my opinion, because of what you get magic-wise, but you can, again, within the first 10 minutes of the game, as long as you have the souls, make this class. Not the armor or the weapons, but the actual abilities of magic you can get like, right out the gate. The Pyromancer is probably the most recommended by anybody. You start off on level 1, so it gives you more time to, you know, customize your guy. You have decent stats, your shield sucks, your weapon's alright, and your armor's actually pretty good for like poison resistance and such, but the Pyromancy Flame, the thing that lets you use actual pyromancy, is vital, and this is the only class that starts out with it, and you don't get it for a while in the game. And the Cleric you actually get for free, basically. The item you need to use to cast Miracles, which is what the Cleric does, and you can get Miracles inside a Firelink Shrine, so skip it. Deprived has a lot of good startups. It has balanced startup stats and a decent level, so there you go. No armor though. No weapon. So let's just go Pyromancer and start out the game. Northern Undead Asylum, as it's going to read for you right there. I'm just going to speed through the video. It's pretty self-explanatory. You read the things on the ground, they tell you to do stuff. You go forward, you kill your first guy. I don't really want to spoil it, so I'm just going to fly through it pretty much. I'm taking off my armor so I can move faster, and we're moving on to the first area. Now, if this is your first time playing, pause this video right now and play through, because it was a bigger moment for me. Hopefully it is for you too. But, just experience it yourself. Now, if you fight this guy with this broken sword in your hand, which takes forever, plus no S-disc, which is godly. You're pretty good at this game in order to do that. You get that hammer in his hands, scaled down of course. But you can get him in New Game Plus. No problem. You basically just run straight for him. You have all the S-disc you need and a really powerful weapon if you end up beating Gwyn. So, don't stress it. There's your first shield, your first weapon. I kill this guy. When I skip ahead here, I'm just gonna kill him real quick, just to save time. but he's a wuss, and the Pyromancy Flame does insane amounts of damage to him for level 1, so just get him out of the way and get our asses to Firelink so we can actually, you know, start up on this tutorial here. There's items scattered around, and I'll delve into detail into them on, you know, their locations in another video. Just doing this for sake of time, just to speak to you. But basically what we're going to be focusing on is getting you a shortcut back here and getting you upgraded as much as possible. So I'd recommend taking off all your armor so you're faster, more mobile. We'll be visiting her in a while, that lady in the cage. But yeah, this isn't a glitch. This isn't a way of cheating. It's just a way to get you on a, you know, firmer ground when you start this game, because I mean you're pretty naked right now, pun intended. We're gonna be going for something called the Firekeeper Soul, which upgrades your Estus flasks. This isn't a let's play, so I'm not doing this video, you know, point on point. You're gonna have to play the game, but when you see this, hang on one sec. Where is it? The staircase over here. There's a blacksmith down there named, if I'm not mistaken, is Rickert of Vinderheim. But that's where you can buy your Sorcerer's Catalyst and your first spell if you want to play as a sorcerer but you didn't choose the class. So I said before, it's not really anything you should stress about. Pyromancy is the only one that takes a while to get a hold of. You have to hit the depths. Yeah, you have to hit the depths to get it, which is a while a ways from here. Actually, it's the basement. Everything. It's not fun. Regardless. The barrel I just broke, this guy's corpse has something called the Transient Curse on it. What that does, it allows you to fake curse yourself. Cursing halves your health. It makes life very difficult in this game, but it's the only way to kill these ghosts that we're coming up to, and they even bypass your shield and armor. So be afraid. Be very afraid if you're a level 1 like me here, because they're gonna rape your shit in like 5 seconds. When you see him, just run past him. Follow my movements on this, because we're just going after the Firekeeper Soul. Now, if you look around in Firelink Shrine, I'll try to get a video, you know, throw it into an annotation to show you. But there's something called the Homeward Bone. It's a selectable item. Once you get the Firekeeper Soul, you can use the Homeward Bone like this, and it'll transport you back to Firelink without dying. It's not necessary, but it's a good way to conserve your souls you have, even though you probably only have like 1,000 at this point. I didn't level up yet. And it's looking like this is going to be a part 1 of 2, or 3. My guess is 2. I can get us there pretty quickly. But we're going to be heading to the Valley of the Drakes next to pick up a new shield, a new sword, some heavier souls, as far as count's concerned. And we're gonna see very, very scared dragon. Yeah, I don't know. Just thinking about it while we're getting there. I'll explain what we're gonna be doing. What I like to do usually is pick a new weapon every single time I play through, just to try to not get bored. You know what I mean? If you go for a Quelaag's Fury Sword every time you play this game, it kind of gets boring. So I think I'm gonna go for a broadsword or a bastard sword. Maybe I'll play with that, but we're gonna get that when we get to Jesus, mine's slipping here. Undead Parish. There we go. Okay, there's 3 items to pick up here. You can pick up the first 2 pretty easily. Once you do, roll to that wall to your right, like this. And if you're lucky, you can... Nope, not happening. I'll see you in part 2, guys. Ending the video.